Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling. We are your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin,
and the one and only Sam H. This is the Raw review from the 20th of June, and the fallout from Money in the Bank. And we started off with Dean Ambrose arriving in a taxi.
Yeah,
And he nearly forgot the belt.
he nearly did, and he just chucked a wad of money at the taxi driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had Dean come out to ringside and parade his victory a little bit.
Yeah, soaking in all the fans' appreciation. It was a "you deserved it" chant.
Yeah. But then we very quickly got interrupted by none other than Seth Rollins.
Yes, Seth Rollins, the angry former champion.
Yeah, come out, start flipping off at Dean, saying, "You stole my title."
Ironic.
Yes. So yeah, and he voiced his opinions to Dean, and then not long after, Roman came out, basically told Seth to stop whining,
Yeah.
and now he knows how Roman felt after WrestleMania last year.
Now, I just want to point out quickly that when Roman was addressing, he actually addressed the fans' criticism of him. I don't think he's ever done it before. But he said to the fans that were booing him to shut their mouths.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, he's never done that. Not even Cena does that.
No, he just sort of does the, "I don't care what you say, I'm the guy."
Yeah. But to hear that, I was like, oh, okay.
So yeah. So then, not long after that, Roman turned around and said, "Right, I'm due a rematch. I want that rematch." Then it quickly escalated into an argument because then Seth said, "No, you get back of the line.
Back of the line.
I am the former champion. I'm having my rematch."
And this prompted the introduction of Shane O'Mac.
Yep. And then he basically set up our main event for the night. It was going to be Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns. Whoever wins that match faces Dean at Battleground.
Yeah. So it's an interesting main event.
Yeah. So that all ended not long after. And we had our first match of the night. And we never get bored of these two battling out.
Yeah, I could watch these two wrestle all day.
In fact, a couple of pay-per-views back, I think it was, they were trying to wrestle forever.
Yeah. This is a rivalry that's been going on so long. They fought each other, they've been tag team partners, they're fighting each other again. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. You'd say, well, I wouldn't say renewing the rivalry, because this is going to go on forever.
Yes, I think the only way this might ever end is if one of them gets drafted to Raw and the other one goes to SmackDown.
Yeah. See, and I thought this match was great. These two always bring out the best in each other.
Yeah, they know one another's work so well, and it never fails to disappoint the crowd, and a great way to open up the night.
And Sami Zayn won with a roll-up.
Yeah, slightly surprising because Kevin tends to get the one over on Sami once he starts to build some momentum, but no, Sami picked up the victory this time around.
And then, after the match, the commentators were going, "Oh, I think this thing's finally over." They started fighting again up the ramp. Backstage.
Quite a few referees got involved, and they were still squabbling and fighting with one another. In the end, it took Fit Finlay to split them up.
The man who loves to break up fights. And I've actually met Finlay.
Yeah, I believe. Didn't he tell you had a great taste in wrestlers?
I had a CM Punk t-shirt on, he saw it, and he went, "Laddie, you've got great taste in wrestlers." And a little bit of bias there, knowing that Finlay gave Punk a lot of training.
Yeah. we'll take it nevertheless.
But no, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fighting on. I think this may go to Battleground.
Yeah, very possible. Very possible indeed. So,
Next on the list.
we got the team of Enzo and Big Cass versus the Vaudevillains.
Yep. This is another installment. They've had a rivalry going back to NXT. Normally delivers pretty decent tag team matches. Clean endings.
Yeah.
So no real surprise here. Enzo and Big Cass are just so popular with the crowd right now.
Yeah, they're red hot. They're dare I say it, they're right up there on par with New Day at the minute. So yeah, and in the end, it's Enzo and Big Cass.
Yep, picked up the win. Gives them some momentum, and I think that's gonna. I'm not sure where they're gonna go from here because they're not really in the tag title picture at the moment.
No.
But I think they definitely will be come SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to be building up with for the next few months. Now, I can't remember exactly where it happened in the show, but I think we'll break it up a bit here. We had a surprise appearance from someone this week on Raw.
Oh yeah.
We had the former Vice President, Talent Relations, and the former General Manager, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, John Laurinaitis.
That's a very good impression.
The king of people power.
Yep, Big Johnny, Mr. Excitement himself. Coming back to throw his name in the ring to become the general manager of SmackDown.
Yeah, yet another name. He went on for a few minutes, and then Shane came out, and he was like, John, what are you doing here? How did you get here?
Yeah, I mean, how did he get in the building again?
So then John tried to larrup up the crowd and say like, oh, hey Shane, it's great seeing you, and all this. And he's like, John, you're not going to be running SmackDown. He goes, no, that's right. I'm going to be running Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, he ran to the other side of the podium. Talked about running Raw, Team Shano and Johnny.
But inevitably, his hopes got dashed.
No, there's not going to be a revival of the people power movement.
Which just goes to put the question out there. Who are we going to see in the coming weeks before the draft? I mean, dare I say it? Are we going to say Eric Bischoff again?
It's funny you mention that because he has got a new DVD coming out.
This is true.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see him make an appearance.
Yeah, and well, we could see another former employee of WWE possibly making an appearance. Another former general manager, Brad Maddox.
Too soon.
But then there's one we definitely will not see.
Ooh.
And that's AJ Lee.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think we can do without seeing her again.
But with her current situation with her husband and how well he's liked with the top brass of the company, I don't think we'll be seeing her anytime soon.
Unfortunately, though, I have another name of a general manager we may see again.
Oh dear, I think we're on the same wavelength.
She has a horrible voice.
Excuse me!
Oh, it hurts thinking about it.
Good old Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, you could possibly see her coming back for one more appearance.
Yeah, although she seems pretty content with life out of the limelight in the wrestling business, and I believe Lil Wob actually got remarried.
Ooh, dear.
Yeah, so whether we'll see Vicky, who knows?
Yeah, so back to the wrestling.
Yes, right. This match I got set up between Angle in the ring. AJ Styles came out lapping up his victory against John Cena the previous night. Although, I'll give him his dues. He's a guy of integrity. He acknowledged that about the tainted victory that he picked up the previous night before. And he got Gallows and Anderson to do a public apology to AJ.
That's the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, I felt it quite heartfelt when they were saying it. They even locked eyes.
Yeah.
and then AJ said, right, there's just one other guy I want you to apologise to. I want you to apologise to Cena. So then AJ asked Cena to come out. Gallows and Anderson gave their apology, and it didn't go down too well with Cena.
No, he's not buying it, as per normal.
He just said it was a load of rubbish. He doesn't want their apologies. He just wants clean fight.
I mean, what is Cena's obsession with balls and saying that people don't have balls? And he just seems to do it in every one of his rivalries. You got no balls, son.
Yeah. So in the end, AJ said to make it up to him. He could have his pick of the fight from the club. And then Cena went straight for AJ. And he said, oh, no. You're not fighting me. You can fight Gallows or Anderson.
Yeah. And he didn't really pick. I think AJ just went Anderson and go and take him.
Yeah. So AJ and Luke gave their word. Said, yeah, we'll go backstage. We'll leave you to your one-on-one fight with Anderson. Well, to be fair, it was pretty much a beat down on poor Carl Anderson for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, wasn't a long match.
And then I believe it was as he hit the AA and went for the pin.
Yep.
Gallows and AJ came out and started beating down on Cena.
Miraculously appeared.
And Cena picked up the victory via disqualification. And it was basically a beat down on Cena for a couple of minutes, and then they disappeared.
Yeah, this is going to go to a rematch and possibly a third match.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely go the distance to 3 matches.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what John Cena does next.
So, so we'll keep a close eye on that one. And then the next match, typical Raw squash match. We had Zack Ryder.
Oh, Joe, we know how this is going to go.
Against the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin.
Yes, what can we say about this? This is every Zack Ryder match ever. He got in a couple of moves, but it wasn't a long match.
Nope. And in the end, Zack saw his end with the end of days.
Yeah.
Baron picking up the victory.
Is beating Zack Ryder even considered a good thing nowadays? I think it's like kicking a puppy when it's down.
It's getting that way. I've got to admit.
You don't want to do it. Oh,
that's all the time we'll spend on that one.
Yeah.
Right. And then semi-final match of the night.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
We had the WWE Women's Championship on the line. Paige versus Charlotte.
Yeah, Paige has had a couple of wins against Charlotte recently, so it made sense for her to get a title shot.
Yeah. The only thing, though, unfortunately we were treated to was another interference / distraction.
Yes.
And just as it looked like Paige was going to pick up the victory, we got a distraction and Charlotte picked up the win.
And it wasn't even another long match. This was another quite short match.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it went on longer than 5 minutes, to be fair.
I guess I'd say maybe 6, 7. I wasn't really counting.
No, but not a particularly long match.
But after the match, we finally got what the people wanted. An appearance from the boss.
We've been waiting for Sasha to come back for quite a while now.
Yeah, she is. Maybe she's been injured, like the WWE have said she was, but having her appear on Superstars sort of put that one to bed.
Yeah, I believe you telling me. Yeah, she was on Superstars last week.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the boss is back, and hopefully there may be change around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, Christ, one match that doesn't end with interference or screwy finishes. Ugh.
We can but hope. We're resting our hopes on you, WWE creative team.
Yes, please take your women's division seriously. Please.
You have got a fair few talented wrestlers in there. Use them.
People have been complaining about this for years. You did the hard part, getting rid of the divas. Now comes the easy part. Book them right.
Yep.
And then people might be interested in your division.
Yes.
Because for all the wrestlers saying what they say, they're never going to main event WrestleMania.
No. I mean, never say never, but I can't see them realistically putting the Women's Championship over the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Semi-main event, I could give them.
Yeah, definitely.
Second to last. But if they're going to keep treating the division like this,
it's never going to happen if they keep on doing that.
They'll still treat it as the toilet break.
Yeah.
But enough said on that. Let's go to the main event.
Yep. We had the number one contenders match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I mean, this is another one of those matches that I don't mind seeing every now and again, because they've been in the Shield, they know each other's moves. You know you're getting a good match out of these two.
Yeah, and it certainly didn't disappoint. Backwards and forwards, a lot of good challenging moves coming out of the wrestlers. I always enjoy seeing Seth powerbomb someone into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, it looks evil.
Yeah.
And we had Dean Ambrose on commentary. He's always fun to listen to.
Yeah, he's becoming quite the talent on the commentary.
And they had him sit next to JBL, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, JBL did not appreciate being sat next to Dean.
I think I need a picture of JBL's face sitting next to Dean.
Yeah. In slightly surprising circumstances, though. It got physical outside, and both men putting pretty mean moves on one another outside, and ended in a double count out.
Yeah, they were both fighting over by the Spanish announce table, and neither one could get back into the ring. So they both got counted out.
Yep.
But of course, Shane McMahon came out and said, "No, that's not the way we're gonna happen. We gotta have a number one contender." But Dean Ambrose got up, got in the ring, and said, "No, screw it. You want a number one contender? I'll fight them both."
Yeah, and that's how it went down. Our main event for Battleground is Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns.
Now, this is a match. Possibly this is the last shot in the WWE's Shield gun. Let's say.
Yeah.
This is the one we've been waiting to see, the triple threat for the WWE title, and I think it's wasted on Battleground.
Yeah, admittedly, I would have liked them to have saved this for SummerSlam.
I mean, I'm happy that it's happening, but SummerSlam or even stretch to next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah. But this is what we've been dealt with, so that's it. So that was the end of Raw, but before we end it, we had some rather surprising and shocking news the day after Raw.
Yeah, I didn't see this one coming at all.
No. It all got made, well, there were whispers an hour or two before, but it got made official later on in the evening by WWE. Roman Reigns has been suspended for 30 days for failing the wellness policy.
Yeah, this puts a whole new spin on a lot of things over the last couple of days. I mean, I thought to myself that maybe he had taken something that he didn't know was banned, like in the whole recent Sharapova tennis case. But then you think, why did he apologise?
Yeah, not long after WWE made the official announcement, Roman went onto Twitter and apologised to his family, his friends, and his fans, and basically said it's all on him. You know, he's just going to have to take the brunt of it. So you can't help but think, why would you make such a public and open apology if it was, you know, something you unintentionally took or something that you didn't know had a certain ingredient or whatever in.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty serious thing. WWE have a specific doctor who diagnoses these things. So he would have known what he was taking.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Oh,
and then the rumours coming out since then has been that WWE were actually aware of this failed test a few days before Money in the Bank. So whether that maybe played a part in the outcome in the match at Money in the Bank, whether, well, we'll never know, but whether Roman was meant to win it or not win it,
yeah.
we won't know.
I mean, like I said the other day, Roman doesn't take a lot of what we call clean pins. He doesn't get beaten fairly all that often. And Seth pinned him clean. 1, 2, 3. No controversy. Beat him.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, would that have been the outcome, all things considered?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll never know, not until Roman actually breaks his silence on it.
Yeah.
But conveniently, and I say conveniently, the suspension runs out before the Battleground pay-per-view. So the triple threat match is still very much on.
Yeah. However, Roman will be missing the draft. So I don't know whether it's a case of whether he'll be drafted after Battleground, because I don't believe there is a, once his suspension expires, I don't believe there is a Raw or SmackDown before Battleground. I think his suspension runs out about 4 days before Money in the Bank.
They might do the thing...
Battleground.
They may do the thing they did with Austin back in 2002, where they called him a free agent. They'll probably do some storyline where he has something in his contract that says he can negotiate his own terms.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the news from Raw this week.
Yep. So, from your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
I've been Martin.
and the one and only Sam H, we will see you again for the SmackDown review. Peace out.